Today was a massive day for Red Sox news because we got three key updates from Alex Spear of the Boston Globe. The first one, which is going to be the focal point of today's video, and that's Christian Campbell. So he's been in Fort Myers since early January working at second base and the outfield, which means that the Red Sox still don't know where he's going to play for this upcoming season. Now, if you talk to Campbell's coaches, they're going to tell you that he's best suited in the outfield because he's got the range. He's struggled at second. But for the Red Sox major league team, they've got Wilyer, Duran, Roman, Cedon, Massa. There's just no space. I mean, Ref Snyder, of course, ended up signing with another team. There's nowhere to play for Christian Campbell in the outfield, which means that his only realistic shot, especially at a starting spot, is going to be at second base. But he's worse there and a liability defensively. And for a Red Sox starting rotation, with, of course, Garrett Crochet, Brian Bayo, Ranger Suarez, hell, Sonny Gray, and Oviedo. I mean, they give up a ton of ground balls, and you need elite defense behind them if you want to be able to win. So I just don't see a world where Christian Campbell is the everyday starting second baseman for the Red Sox. But if they do want to give him the best chance to be able to thrive, it actually is going to have to be at second. They're going to have to play him fully at second and just get him those reps. I don't know if they're going to do that, though. We'll have to wait and see it. But they gave him that big extension. And not to say they're stuck with him, because I think Christian Campbell is going to have a good career. I just don't think defensively he's ever going to be what fans are kind of hoping for. I think that would have to be in the outfield. It's just a messy situation. If the Red Sox do get Nico Hoerner, which they have called, and the Cubs didn't shut it down, then this becomes even more difficult for Campbell because you have Marcelo Meyer at third, Hoerner at second, and then Story's at short. I mean, maybe Meyer goes to short when Story ends up, his contract ends. And, of course, at first base, you got Wilson Contreras. The Red Sox have a lot of depth. Yeah, I mean, they might not have Pete Alonso or Ketel Marte, like that big-time name we were kind of hoping for offensively, but they still have a lot of good players. And for Christian Campbell, it's going to be tough for him to find a spot in this roster. I'd imagine he's going to be in the minor leagues, and then if he does come up, work as a utility guy. But injuries do happen. One injury to the infield, and Christian Campbell now has a spot. But that's pretty much my overall thoughts. I mean, Campbell, we know that, of course, he got off to a scorching start the first half of the season, and then he fell off, but just struggled defensively. He was one of the worst second basemen, if not the worst, and then he also wasn't hitting. But he's a young player. It's Major League Baseball. Mike Trout at one point was sent down to the minor league. So Red Sox fans absolutely should not give up on Campbell because he can absolutely rake, and he's been making the adjustments in AAA. And the Red Sox probably have the best AAA system in all of baseball. So I'm excited about Campbell. But in terms of winning a World Series this year, I don't see him being a big part of it. I mean, maybe he's a call-up later on in the season, but he's got a long ways to go. And that's okay, man, because you pay these young players like Cedon got paid, and look where he's at now, man. This dude should have won platinum, and offensively he took a huge leap. He started to walk more, and his vision, his discipline, everything went up. In terms of the other updates we got, we'll stick with kind of the Red Sox, and then we'll go to the Cubs. So Jarren Duran, right now, there's no real traction for a trade. Not to say that the Red Sox 100% are not going to trade an outfielder, but their asking price hasn't moved. And the reason it hasn't moved is because they're trying to create as much leverage as possible. If an injury happens or a team they really want Jarren Duran, they're going to pay up. But right now, the Red Sox are trying to, if they were to trade him, they want to get the Duran that we saw 2 seasons ago, which was an MVP player. I think he was 7th in MVP, 8th in MVP voting, I forget. Versus, even last year, Duran was still an all-star type of player. He was phenomenal. But they want to get a haul for him, as they should. And if the Red Sox go into spring training with the 4 outfielders that I alluded to earlier, then kind of so be it. I mean, that only is going to help them, right? You don't become worse by having too many good outfielders. So they can kind of mix and match them. And then the third update, which to me is probably the most interesting, is that the Cubs did not shut down not only the Red Sox, but other teams, because Rosenthal was reporting that there was basically like no chance that Hoerner was going to be traded. The Cubs weren't interested. He didn't say that it's like 100% not going to happen, but he just didn't think it would. But now all of a sudden, with the Cubs not shutting it down, the Red Sox, they have a lot of pitching. I mean, they've got Brian Bayo, they've got Connolly Early, they've got Peyton Tolley. I don't think they'd trade Tolley. I don't know if they would go into their farm to be able to do this, but for Brian Bayo, I mean, they've been shopping him secretly behind the scenes for months now. And if they were to trade Bayo, I mean, Hoerner would be about as good as it gets because he's a veteran who plays elite defense. He's good enough offensively. And, I mean, an infield of Story, Meyer, Contreras, and Horner, I mean, it just does not get better than that defensively. That would give me a lot of hope. But also, you're giving up Bayo, who, like, there's just no number 3 better than him in baseball. I mean, maybe there is. I can't think of any names. I'm a Red Sox coverage guy, so I don't really pay attention to other teams. But, like, Brian Bayo is legit. I just don't think he's a 1B to Crochet's 1A. That's why they got Suarez. I would have rather had Suarez than Bregman. I know people are going to be like, no, that's just Cope. It isn't. I mean, the Red Sox needed basically another big-time arm next to Crochet. And the fact they've got Bayo, and they also have Sonny Gray and, like, Oviedo and the pitching prospects, I think the Red Sox probably should go ahead and, I'm not saying it has to be Bayo, but they should go into their pitching to be able to get this done. If they want to go the Matt Shaw route, a guy with more pop, more upside, who's younger and got that, he's got more flexibility, I guess, with like his contract, then they could do that. I don't know really much about Matt Shaw. I'll have to research on him. Maybe we'll do a video on that tomorrow. But in terms of Nico Horner, I mean, I think he'd be perfect for Fenway. And the fact that so many teams are trying to trade for him, it kind of just goes to show his value. And for the Cubs, I mean, they do need pitching. They brought in Bregman, and maybe they would trade him. I mean, clearly they're not saying absolutely not, like he's off limits. So we'll see if the Red Sox can get a deal done. But there's going to be teams that are probably going to be willing to pay more than the Red Sox. We kind of have seen this offseason that the Red Sox, I mean, they're going to do what's right for them. And, I mean, they went out and they got Oviedo and Sonny Gray and Contreras. I mean, they're good players and all. But, I mean, I guess they're kind of on the same level as a Nico Horner. But this just doesn't seem like a move the Red Sox are going to make. And there's also another report that I'll tell you guys about that happened a couple of days ago. So the Red Sox could run Marcelo Meyer at third base with a Romy Gonzalez, David Hamilton platoon at second. And that kind of goes to show that, well, Boston, I mean, they're not just going to go all in on infield help. I mean, they're willing to kind of keep what they got. I think that would be a mistake. But also, if the Red Sox do this and then all of a sudden Ketel Marte becomes available again, they can jump in here and get him. Because if the Red Sox do get Ketel, all of a sudden we go from, like, kind of a mid-off season, if we're being honest, for the Red Sox standards to, oh, my God, like, this could not have been much better. I mean, imagine Meyer at third, Marte at second, Story at short, Contreras at first, then this pitching. And you'd have to give up something good to get Marte. But Meyer, the Red Sox would not trade Meyer for Marte. I think if they were to have, it would have been done by now. I mean, clearly they feel very highly about Meyer, and he does have a good relationship with Roman. And I know it's a business. Maybe that doesn't matter that much. But, I mean, I'm sure it kind of plays into it. It's just Meyer's character and his power potential, and they like his defense over on that left side of the infield. If the Red Sox do have Romy and David Hamilton platooning at second, I mean, you guys might be surprised. I wouldn't be all that mad. I mean, it wouldn't be the greatest thing in the world, but I'd kind of rather have that than just overpay for someone. I don't want the Red Sox to overpay for anyone unless it's the trade deadline. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this team can win it all with a couple more pieces. But for right now, I mean, I don't know what to make of the Red Sox. I think they're better than last year, but I don't know if they're good enough. We'll see, though. By July, All-Star weekend, All-Star game and all that, we'll definitely kind of have a better sense of it. But for now, yeah, the Red Sox, they've had a very, very interesting offseason. I don't think it's been good. I don't think it's been bad. Like, a lot of people are thinking it's awful. Yes, the Red Sox do still need another piece. Actually, the Red Sox still need a couple more pieces. They need more bullpen help, lefties specifically, in my opinion. They do need a second or third baseman, but if they get that, then all of a sudden it's like, all right, let's go. And the Red Sox do have probably the 10th best farm system. I would say it's around like 10 or 9th in baseball. So, yeah, I mean, I like where this team's at. Do I wish that the Red Sox got more aggressive in free agency like the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Yankees? I mean, yeah, obviously I do, but I mean, me kind of complaining about it's not going to change anything, right? But we'll see, though. There's still so much time left in the offseason, and I'm really glad the Red Sox didn't overpay for like Pete Alonso and Bo Bichette. I mean, they got Contreras for like significantly cheaper, and he's just a much better defender than Pete, and he still is going to hit 20, 25 home runs. So, but yeah, guys, it's Red Sox Palace. I'm signing out. Have a great rest of your weekend. Until next time, my friends. Peace.